Hi, I'm Nick Rose, and I'm pretty much Australia's only spirit savant. There's not a single thing sitting on the wall, countertop behind me that I can't tell you almost everything there is to know about it. But I'm here for a different reason. Here to talk about what it's like failing, or if you like, how I am a really, really bad bar owner. In fact, tell you what, here's a how-to guide on not running and setting up a bar. Let's talk about how I've failed. First step, naming. My mate Tim is going to be nodding along to this and saying, I told you so, in more ways than one. He goes on all the time about how naming is so important with a business. It gets your brand really clear, it gets your message clear, and if you don't love it, it's really hard for you to sell it. Now, I love the name I gave my bar. The problem is, no one knows what the fuck it means. No one's got a clue. I spent more time explaining it than I did pouring drinks and mixing cocktails. So, there you go. Don't make the name complicated. Don't try and make it cool. Make it something that not only you can live with, but your customers are going to get. 2, on the subject of namings, right? So 1, 2, subject of names. Put a sign out the front of the bar. I didn't. I took down all signage. I covered everything up. I wanted to be anonymous. Mainly because you go into a business and you think names don't matter. It's your product that matters. You've got to focus internally and make the very, very, very best product. And you've got to know everything about that product. And then people will come. There we go. My bar is a perfect example of the Kevin Costner approach to business. If you build it, they do not come. So put a damn sign out the front and let people know where you are, unless you have a massive marketing budget to make sure that everyone knows where you are and who you are. 3, focusing on products. Don't focus on products. Find a small range if you're a small venue, or a big range if you're a big venue, whatever. It doesn't bloody matter if customers don't come in. It doesn't matter how passionate you are, how much you love it, and how skillfully you can turn it into a liquid expression of someone's favorite experience as a child watching a Disney movie. The point is, if there are no customers coming in, focusing your money and your time on your products won't change that. I have spent so much money on amazing bits of kit. I think I've got 7 ISI canisters. I have a chamber vacuum sealer and a sous vide. Who the fuck needs a chamber vacuum sealer and a sous vide to run a bar? I thought I did because I wanted to make amazing things, which frankly I do, but people didn't know and people weren't here. Here's the other reason as to why. Number 4. If you're going to go into an industry you've got no experience in, at least build up a network in that industry before you enter it. You don't need to work in it, you don't need the experience, but you need to know who the hell knows the right people. I had no idea. I moved to a new city, jumped into an industry I've never worked in, and despite making great things and knowing a hell of a lot about what I'm doing, from a product perspective, I didn't have a clue about who to contact. Who do you say, hey, I'm doing this event, I figure a whole bunch of bartenders would be interested. Or, hell, I didn't even know who to contact so that I could get alcohol at wholesale prices. Who the hell are your suppliers? Work out your industry. Find out. Network. They will be, your competitors are your best friends. They always are. It doesn't matter what business you're in. If you know who your competitors are and you can name them and you can smile and shake their hand whilst in your head saying, you're not as good as me, I do things better, brilliant. But if you have no idea who the hell they are, what their name is, why should anyone in the industry, let alone the customers that approach the industry from a serious perspective, care who the hell you are? You've got to care about who people are in the industry. Who are their names, all the rest of it. You don't have to follow them or do what they do. You just need to know who the hell they are. Find out your suppliers, that's a good one. Let's talk about planning. Hey, that's a big, big, big point in every business, and everyone out there knows that. And they plan. We all plan. You go into a small business and you plan, but how many of you pick up that same damn business plan document a few months down the track and check? And then a few months later, check. And keep going over it and seeing whether you've done all those things you've planned to do. I plan to increase coffee sales here and got rid of the espresso machine. I plan to increase cocktail sales here and beer sales. That was a big one. I meant to increase beer sales. So what did I do? I made the beer inaccessible, I made it specialty, and I made it very cool. And then I got rid of it altogether. Definitely not sticking to the plan. So don't just plan and write a business plan and come up with what you should do. Stick to the fucking thing. You're making a business. Let's see, where else have I failed in this? Yeah, putting more money into your products than your marketing. Put your money and your time and your creativity and your effort into marketing to get people in. Simplify things at first. Then advance what you create after you've got a stable following. I didn't do that, so every few months I get a whole new group of people that are really excited by what I do, and then they peter off and disappear because I don't talk to them. I don't communicate. That coming from someone that used to, earn a crust with public relations, for Christ's sake. Communicate with your audience. Market. Send your message. I didn't, so I failed there. Where else have I failed? Let's see. Lack of consistency. Be consistent with what you do, even if it means simplifying things down and making them really, really dull. Consistency is important, and we aren't consistent. Hell, for 6 months I didn't have a cocktail menu. I didn't have a food menu. I was running it as, I feel like doing this today, join on board, like jump on with me or not. Which is cool if you're known for doing that. But we weren't known for doing that, and I'm in an area where the market is predominantly football people. It's crowds. They come in, they want to get drunk, they want to get to the game, they want to eat a bit. That's it. The fancy stuff is very cool if you're known. Until you're known, you're wasting money. So that's the other bit. Pick your market based on where your business is and what it does. Okay, if you're a bricks and mortar fucking cocktail bar in an area that doesn't sell cocktails, don't keep doing it and thinking that it will sometimes change things. Fish for your type of fish with the right damn tackle in the right area. Otherwise, you're making it hard for yourself. And as soon as you make it hard for yourself and you're not communicating, you're not marketing, you don't have a sign out the front, and you're not consistent, who the hell is going to come and see you? These are all mistakes that I made, and I mean really made, and just kept arrogantly going forward thinking that it would somehow change things. But sure as hell hasn't. I'm at this point now where I have to sell what is a very cool venue full of amazing stock for less than the cost of buying the damn equipment and getting the license sorted. That's quite a bitter, big, hard pill to swallow, but that's how it is. What else? Where else are the failures? Come on, hell, comment below. Tell me where I failed at this place, because I know that I have. I didn't listen to customers. I always thought I knew better than the industry, and I assumed that just being really good was enough, and being really smart and talented was enough, and it's not. It really isn't. So that's me on my big, big failures in my first serious financial failure with my bar. Yeah, comment below. Add to the list, please, because there's plenty. There's plenty to go in here. And yeah, remember, if you're going to go and do something, especially something that you're really passionate about, don't set yourself up to failure just to prove a point. Don't go against, common bloody sense just to prove that you can, because I'm sure you can. I'm sure that I can. But until you get the basics right, who the hell are you to try? Work out the basics and then make it amazing. Otherwise, chances are you'll end up here. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon.